Good evening, this is Kuro. Got a tier 7 game in my Akatsuki. Just another game trying to confirm an idea I've had about just a different sort of Japanese destroyer build for predominantly Akatsuki and Shimakaze. Um, Shima right now is in and out of clan battles, so I can't use this build right now. But Akatsuki plays a lot like Shima, and figure we'll see about proving the concept. Taking a look at the matchmaking, we've got in Atlanta. Boise, does it have radar? Honestly, haven't looked. Going to assume it does. DD wise, we have a Minsk, which I outspot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to B cap. B cap is open, and I want to exploit this area of the cap to basically force the force spot the enemy destroyer. Use my vision advantage. Go ahead, turn the AA off. Okay, the DD's here. Minsk is the only thing that could have gotten here that quick. And yeah, he's not even a concealment build. He's full gun spec. So I'm just gonna keep him spotted. He can't really do anything about this. My team's going to eventually force him out of the cap. And this is what vision control looks like. I don't have to lift a finger, but he's going to have to respect my position. Okay, there's my smoke. So I'm just gonna go ahead, dip my toe in here. Just keep this mink spotted. It's a shame I'm not getting any spotting damage on him, but it is what it is. Gonna get some torps out of here. This Omaha is trying to kill himself. And really, I'm just playing like Japanese destroyers should. Hanging out in open water where I can use my spotting. And just zoning enemy destroyers out. Playing in front of teammates. You know, cap control, cap control, cap control. Now here's where this build differs from others. Oh. I think the mink's smoked up. Okay, he fucked off. Okay. At King George, his repair's on cooldown. So I'm gonna push back in there to harass him. actually kind of interested in killing this Minsk. Getting that only enemy DD off the... Yeah, this guy's just gonna keep trying to run and gun. I'm just gonna play Gunboat for now. And what I don't like is the enemy team is running away from me, but they're losing complete control over the map, so this is likely to turn into a win as long as my team doesn't completely flub this thing up. I'm gonna go ahead and switch my guns. This is another important lesson that you need to learn with Japanese destroyers. Take the time to get your guns set up before you push forward. By doing that, you have a lot easier time fighting enemy destroyers, and you can actually do what you need to do. Got 7 seconds. Come on. Then I'm gonna take off with this little rocket ship. I want to cut these guys off as they're going north. I expect that this Minsk, if he's got any balls, will head towards B cap. He's got a head start on me. Yeah, that's where he's at. And just the same, get out. You don't belong here, get out. And, you know, that right there is what I'm talking about. That's the power of Japanese destroyers, vision control. Now, it looks like my team is being retarded, and somehow going to fuck this up. So I'm gonna need to put on some carry pants. Japanese destroyers, the torpedoes are just so useless. So useless. I don't even know why you'd launch torpedoes. Smoke up here. Got a high probability of some torp hits here. Except battleship size gaps. Yay. What is fire? Seriously, RNG. kind of predicting this Normandy is gonna... Wow, he's turning out. Okay. Come on, turn back in, buddy. Nope. Not gonna. This game's pretty much lost, so I'm in damage farming mode. Got a fire on him. 2 fires. He hit me pretty good there. Alright. I'm gonna cut in between these two. See who's gonna offer me a better torp target. Going ahead, turn out, see how those shake out. There's really no sense in me, wow, that King George is, that's a battleship player right there for you. Heaven forbid he do some damage. I think those torps are gonna miss the Normandy. Yep. It's fine though. Hey, that Mace's still alive. Nobody can shoot at me. I need to farm. Alright, somebody's starting to get close. We got an unrepairable fire there anyway. A little bit of cheeky damage farming at the very end. Didn't want to die, but still wanted to do a little bit of damage. All in all, I really carried my weight for this game for the team. I mean, 2 full base caps, 2 kills, 1 devastating strike, 117 gun hits, 6 torpedo hits, 9 spots. I mean, this is starting to validate the build, in my opinion. This is turning into a very consistent performer. And it's, you know, it's fun play style. Is it competitive? No. But for randoms, it's amusing as hell. You just don't see Japanese destroyers played like this, and you know, it's a nice change of pace. So I mean, you look at this, 113 of 120 capture points, you know, still doing 48,000 spotting damage. You know, my guns are doing work, torpedoes doing work. It's a solid build for those of you that haven't actually seen the build. I'll hop back into my port, give you a rundown on it. Right off the bat, premium everything, because why not? Main battery mod 1. I prefer to run engine boost mod 1, just because I do gunboat enter. If I didn't have an engine boost mod 1 laying around, I'd run propulsion mod 1, just for the extra engine durability. Then running aiming systems mod 1. Yeah, I mean, if you have problems with the turret rotation and you don't have the points for expert marksman, you can run main battery mod 2. I just don't like the DPM hit. I can typically make the turret rotation work well enough. Taking a look at the captain, going with priority target. Reason being, it doesn't have torpedo tubes mod 3, so my torpedo tubes are still pretty durable, and because I'm gunboating, I can use this to start to give me advance notice of when I'm getting focused, and when that happens, I can either smoke up or start to go dark, that kind of thing. This is a really good skill for gunboat destroyers. Obviously, last stand, it's a destroyer, survivability expert, just because it's a good perk to have on just about any destroyer, especially the Japanese destroyers where you're a little light on HP anyway. Next points that I went for, or next skill, concealment expert, followed by advanced firing training. The build will probably get rounded out with basic firing training, just because taking a look at the torpedoes, 10% of 76 seconds, you know, you're not getting much. 7.6 seconds off your torpedo reload, you know, it's nice, but it's not critical. Compared to 3/4 of a second off your main battery reload, that's a pretty solid bang for your buck. So I will select basic firing training as my next skill, followed by adrenaline rush. And again, if you have difficulty with the turrets, you can spec expert marksman first, and then basic firing training. It's kind of up to you. For me, I mean, turret rotation doesn't really mean anything to me. So this is the build. Um, I've been having a lot of success with it. Flag wise, I mean, I'm not doing anything crazy. You know, I've got plenty of flags and stuff, but I don't tend to use my flags in random. I mean, I've got almost 900 speed flags, that's why it's on there. So if I were to fully flag it, it would look something like this. Now, here you can go with additional flooding chance. Japanese torpedoes have such a good flooding chance that it's kind of whatever. A lot of times I will actually spec the ramming flag, just because well, if you've watched some of my other videos, you will notice that if I am caught without torpedoes, uh, gonna die, I will ram targets as kind of the last resort, and a ramming flag would enable me to uh, basically eke out just that much more damage on the target. And if I'm ramming an enemy destroyer, don't laugh, I've done it several times. Um, I will tend to live through that because uh, they most likely do not have a ramming flag, and as long as I'm not, haven't taken a bunch of damage, I can generally tank that ram and live through it. So this is the build. This is kind of my thoughts behind it, how I flag it. Uh, if I was going into uh, a ranked battle or something like this, I might even play this in ranked, just because you have a small number of caps, so generally you can tell where things are located, and a lot of times, um, particularly in lower ranks, being able to actively contribute damage is seems to be one of the keys to how you win in lower tier ranks. Up in the higher tier ranks, you very much play your role. For this, it would be running the regular Japanese destroyer build, um, like I do here, where RPF, and this is pretty much my captain for Shima, and I mean this is how I run her in any sort of competitive environment. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the game. A little bit of talk about build stuff like that after the fact. All in all, I am liking the Akatsuki build. Um, so hope you guys enjoy it. Um, Hopefully it gets people thinking about new possibilities for the Japanese destroyers. And I will talk to you later.